Apple just announced their next event, Surprise and Shine. It's going to take place on Wednesday, September 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time or 1 p.m. Eastern Time if you live on the best coast like I do. And this is potentially a very big event for Apple. There's a lot of rumored products that they could announce at this event, including their first foldable iPhone. So I want to talk about everything that Apple might announce at this event. But first, I think we got to put our conspiracy caps on and talk about what this event invite means, because I think there's actually a lot of clues here. And let's start with the event title, Surprise and Shine. I think the surprise part is the easiest to figure out because I have it right here, the foldable iPhone Ultra. Actually, I can't lie to you, this is the Galaxy Z Fold 8, but yes, I think that is what the surprise alludes to in this event title. That is hinting at a one more thing, which obviously is gonna be the first foldable iPhone. The Shine part, I also think we can examine that from the perspective of the camera features coming to the iPhone 18 Pro. And I think when you look at the event invite, you can kind of see there's a glare right in the middle. So that's hinting at maybe the photo feature for the 18 Pro and Pro Max, which could be the variable aperture lens. Not sure if that's gonna be exclusive to the Pro Max or not. We'll see at the event. So you'll be able to manually control the aperture, and the event invite almost looks like a little bit blurry because of that. And if you look like around the circle area, I know that's Apple Park, but it really just gives off that it is a camera lens taking this picture, like the reflection of it, right? So I think that clearly alludes to the iPhone 18 Pro's camera capabilities. And then you kind of have like this blue color going out through the event invite. It almost makes the event invite look like really washed out or something, but I also think that's hinting at the rumored color option for the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max, a new light blue color.
Then how do you explain the bullet hole in his phone? Is this story true?
And those are all the clues I found for this event invite. If you have your own theories, feel free to share them in the comments below. But let's start with what's gonna be at this event. First and foremost, the most obvious, the new iPhone 18 Pro. Now, don't forget, if you've been watching a lot of the rumor videos I've been putting out this year, you know the iPhone 18 is getting delayed until the spring, and only the 18 Pro and Pro Max are gonna be at this event. Now, for the iPhone 18 Pro, we're gonna be getting a smaller dynamic island, so that's gonna change the design a little bit. We're gonna be getting new colors like that light blue color I mentioned, but there's also the possibility of getting a dark cherry color and the return of the space gray color. Like I mentioned before, one of the big rumors is a variable aperture lens coming to the 18 Pro and Pro Max. Again, it might be exclusive on the Pro Max model, but there's also supposed to be a new stacked image sensor that is going to be better for lower light. And then of course, the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max are gonna get the new A20 Pro chip. It's gonna get the new C2 Apple custom cellular modem. That's gonna be very interesting to see Apple put their custom modems into all of their iPhones this year. And it's also gonna get the new Apple N2 wireless networking chip. Now, apparently the 18 Pro is gonna stay around the same thickness this year, but the 18 Pro Max is supposed to be getting even thicker and heavier this year. One of the reasons why that would be is because the 18 Pro Max is supposed to be getting a really big battery. So now apparently it's gonna be a 5,567 milliamp hour battery, or a 10% increase over the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The iPhone 18 Pro is supposed to have around the same battery capacity as the 17 Pro, so it's gonna be a real big difference this year between the battery life of the 18 Pro and the 18 Pro Max. And yes, the regular 18 won't be at this event, but we're getting an entirely new phone category from Apple, the iPhone Ultra, which is their first foldable iPhone. Now, all of the specs that are coming to the iPhone 18 Pro, like the A20 Pro chip, the C2 cellular modem, the N2 chip, those are also going to be on the iPhone Ultra model. What's gonna be a little bit different though is it's only gonna have a 2-camera system, much like the Galaxy Z Fold 8. So it's gonna have a main wide-angle lens and an ultra wide-angle lens. There's no telephoto option on the foldable iPhone, despite it being called the Ultra, or at least that's the rumored name for it. For the battery, it's also gonna be smaller, right? The current rumors say it's gonna be around 4,800 milliamp hours for the battery. So the iPhone 18 Pro Max still looks like it's gonna be the battery champion this year. But the form factor really is the entire story with the iPhone Ultra. Now, supposedly it's gonna be a shorter, more passport-style foldable, just like this Galaxy Z Fold 8 I'm holding, where you have a smaller 5.5-inch screen on the outside, but it is wider, so it gives you like a unique form factor. So when you open it up though, that's gonna give you a perfect 4:3 aspect ratio for the screen, which is better for multitasking and watching videos. And the inner display for the iPhone Ultra is rumored to be even bigger than the Galaxy Z Fold 8. It's rumored to be 7.8 inches. So it's gonna get very close to like an iPad mini experience. And I think that's the selling point here. Now, there's a lot of conflicting rumors about the price points of these phones. The latest rumors seem to indicate that the price increase on the 18 Pro isn't going to be as bad as we initially thought. And current rumors suggest it's only gonna get like $100 price jump at the base model. So the 256 gigabyte model this year is rumored to be around $1,200. But then maybe the higher tiered storage options, like the 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte options, maybe those are gonna be more expensive. Now, the iPhone Ultra was always rumored to be expensive. The lowest starting price rumors for this phone is $2,000. So on the low end, maybe we can still expect $2,000 for the base model. But again, this is a phone that is going to go well above that as you get into the higher storage tiered options. And these higher prices may not just affect the iPhones, it might affect every product I'm talking about today. So I think I'll let the late, great Tim Curry take it from here.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Gonna miss you, Tim Curry. Actually, I guess I'm gonna be missing both Tims because Tim Cook is no longer going to be CEO at this event. It's going to be John Ternus's first event as Apple's full-time CEO. So we may get a lot of unexpected products at this event considering John Ternus is a hardware guy. One of those might be a new iPad mini. I feel like Apple wants to match the display of their foldable iPhone with the iPad mini. I think that's a good selling point for people who don't necessarily want a foldable phone, but also like a smaller size tablet. And this iPad mini is rumored to get an 8.7-inch OLED display. I imagine they'll do that by shrinking the bezels a little bit. It's also rumored to get an A19 Pro or an A20 Pro chip. The really exciting thing about this is, to me at least, this is going to apparently be the first water-resistant iPad. And the way Apple's doing this is they're creating a new vibration-based speaker system. So they're removing the speaker grills on the iPad mini to make it water-resistant. And I guess like the sound's gonna come out from the display panel now? So that's gonna be really interesting to hear if the speaker quality actually gets improved because of that new technology. And it's just gonna be really cool to have the first water-resistant iPad. I think the iPad mini would be like a great device to like bring to a pool and read with. So I'm actually really excited to see that. Now that iPad mini upgrade is exciting, but one thing I've done recently with my iPad is upgrade it another way, with the Paperlike 3 screen protector. The best part about the Paperlike is it makes me want to write on my iPad with the Apple Pencil because the Paperlike feels like writing on an actual physical sheet of high quality paper. How? Magic! Actually science, because the Paperlike uses nanodot surface technology that brings the natural feel of paper while retaining your iPad's display clarity. And it doesn't interrupt the flow of my Apple Pencil. The latency is the same, and I get more control thanks to Paperlike's balance of friction and smoothness. So I write more notes down, I journal more, and I look forward to writing on my iPad. It's turned my iPad mini into the perfect portable notebook. And it's super easy to install with Paperlike's Butterfly application system on the first time, completely dust-free and perfectly aligned. Paperlike has sizes for the entire iPad lineup, so click the link in the description below to find your perfect fit. And thank you to Paperlike for sponsoring this video. Of course, at this event, we're also going to get our annual Apple Watch upgrades with the new Apple Watch Series 12 and the Apple Watch Ultra 4. Now, the big upgrade for the 12 and the Ultra 4 is a new S12 chip, which this time is actually going to increase performance. WatchOS 27 cut out a lot of Apple Watches from the update because of the new Siri. It requires a lot of power to run. And even with the latest Series 11, Siri on this is kind of slow. So I think that S12 chip is actually a meaningful upgrade this year if it's going to improve the response rate of the new Siri. There's also rumors that the new Apple Watches might get a new sensor layout with 8 sensors on the back of it. One of the features that's rumored for this is improved fitness tracking, so maybe it'll be more accurate than the current Apple Watch. And then another health feature that's rumored to come to this is blood pressure notification. So if you have high blood pressure, the Apple Watch will alert you with a notification. And then for the Series 12, it's also rumored to be getting a bigger battery this year and a ceramic finish, or the return of the ceramic finish, which was discontinued on the Apple Watch Series 5. I'm actually really excited for that. I always liked the ceramic finish, the white ceramic finish on the Series 5. Always wanted to get it. It was way too expensive for me at the time. I'm hoping the Series 12 isn't so expensive with the ceramic finish, because I think I might get that this year. And according to Mark Gurman, we may see a new pair of AirPods at this event. Now, this isn't the AirPods Pro with the camera that leaked in that internal video from Apple. Apparently, that's not coming until early 2027, but AirPods 5, the normal AirPods, both with a noise cancellation option and a non-noise cancellation option, are supposedly getting an upgrade in time for this Apple September event. There's no other rumors about what sort of features Apple will improve upon from AirPods 4 to AirPods 5. I imagine maybe we'll get better sound quality, maybe a new chip inside the AirPods, maybe some Siri AI capabilities just baked into the AirPods. Who knows, right? But yeah, expect a new pair of AirPods 5 at this event. A surprise little release here. And then there's also some other products that may be at this event or at a future event in the future, but I want to list them off very quickly. This includes a new HomePod and HomePod Mini with an S12 chip. Much like the Apple Watch, this is going to be mainly for the new Siri AI. So, none of the current HomePods support this new Siri AI, so Apple needs to upgrade these. So I think that's actually putting it more in favor of this being at the event, because Siri AI is going to be released to the public by the time these new iPhones and Apple Watches launch. So I feel like they'd want to have all their home stuff upgraded. That expanded offering could also include a new HomePod with a display, which a lot of people are calling the HomePad. And basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. It would, work like the HomePods do, but it would basically have a display where you could watch content, see notifications, video feeds, maybe use it as like a photo album. And apparently you're going to be able to customize this home screen with all different widgets. So basically how widgets look on the iPad and on the iPhone, you'll be able to customize your HomePad's screen with all those different widgets. So if you want to see the weather, calendar alerts, reminders, things like that, you'll be able to directly control that. And then again, the big feature for this HomePad will be using the new Siri AI and also getting a visual element with it. And then finally, I know you've all been waiting for this one, a new Apple TV. Actually, I have been waiting for a new Apple TV. It's been a while. Yeah, there's been an Apple TV in the works for a while that has an A17 Pro chip. And again, the big headline feature for this is gonna be Siri AI. The current Apple TVs do not support Siri AI. They're not powerful enough to run it, apparently. So you need a new Apple TV to do that. So if all these other home devices are coming out at this event, I suspect we will see that new A17 Pro powered Apple TV, which is now also rumored to come with an updated Siri remote. I imagine that's just gonna be some slight changes. Maybe the Siri button gets a more prominent placement than just being on the side. Maybe it's just some icon changes to it. Who knows, right? But a new Apple TV 4K with a new Siri remote that supports Siri AI. And those are all the products I think that we will see at Apple's September event. Yesterday, we got the announcement of the new M6 Mac Mini and the M5 Ultra Mac Studio, so I don't expect any Mac announcements at this event. If there were, I wouldn't expect them to release or announce those other products the other day. So something like the rumored touchscreen MacBook Pro with the OLED display, I would expect that in October or November if Apple is going to release it this year. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, what are you excited to see at this event personally? I'm very excited to see that foldable iPhone. Even if I don't end up liking it, I just want to see what Apple's take is on a foldable phone and if they can offer any new innovation or ideas to that space. That's what I'm really interested to see. We've heard the rumors for so long. Let's see what Apple has to say about this product category. Let's see if they can do something new and interesting here. I'm willing to give them that shot. But yeah, if you like the video, make sure you give me a like. If you want to see more, make sure you're subscribed. Gonna be a very busy September with all these products. So definitely subscribe for updates to when the September event happens. Gonna have a video on the 9th, I guess, too. Wow. It's coming fast. It's coming quick. Getting old, folks. I don't know how long I could keep doing this for.
Not this time. It never happened.